on those states?
Well, let me just correct it. I was not there to monitor, but rather I was the chairman Congress committee to conduct the Congress.
All right. But you saw the exercise.
Yes, I was the one that conducted the Congress on those two.
All right.
And it was one of the most peaceful Congress that I've ever seen and I've ever witnessed.
Okay.
The Ondo State chapter of the APC are well organized and well peace-loving people. I want to give the kudos to His Excellency, the Governor of Ondo State, for carrying everybody along, all the stakeholders, and everybody that matters in APC was carried along. And it was a free and fair delegation. Every stakeholders, you could see, when we come up with our reports, it was the stakeholders, the senior stakeholders, that were able, they were the one that moved motion to adopt the consensus vote of Congress. That was what we adopted in Ondo State.
A little away from what happened in Ondo State, but what we have heard from other states like Lagos, Kano, Plateau, your own state, Plateau State, we have seen parallel exercise. Would you say you were expecting that kind of situation in these states?
No, let me first and foremost make the connection of my state, Plateau State. I don't think, and whoever is saying we have a parallel party Congress on Plateau, might just be making a wishful thinking. And you journalists should be able to make your thorough investigation on the Plateau. The executive governor of Plateau State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Simon Bakolano, has carried everybody along in respect of the State Congress. We started from the World Congress to the Local Government Congress and the State Congress. We have never had anybody complaining, and I think the stakeholders that matters in respect of party affairs in Plateau, His Excellency has carried all of us together. And if not, if there would have been any rancor in the state, I wouldn't have left the state to come and Congress on those two. For what I say, the Excellency, Right Honorable Simon Bakolano, has carried everybody along.
So are you
people that are talking about Congresses? I don't think they are faceless people. If there are people that they are part of the party, we will see them. And I don't think it's something that we should talk about. And there was parallel Congresses on the Plateau. His Excellency has carried all of us together, and we're on the same page, and everybody that matters in Plateau was carried along. And on other Congresses that we've had all over the Federation, like Lagos, Kano, and what have you, when you have a party that you have a lot of people who are seeing the progress and the development of the party in the government, people are expected to come in. It's a matter of understanding. And by the grace of God, we will get out of it. It's an in-house issue, and that in-house issue will be resolved. Don't forget, we're going to set up an appeal panel. This appeal panel will go around and look into the matter. It's not yet an issue that will get working about it.
You're already talking about setting up an appeal panel.
That we're worried about.
Okay, you're already talking about setting up an appeal panel. Was it because you knew that something was not going to go right from the start? That's why you're setting up an appeal panel?
No, it's expected that when you have people, even in the court of law, you know you have appeals, stages of how to resolve issues.
Okay.
In a party where you have a government, where people are trooping into the party, you could see a high-profile people are trooping into the party. You expect to have one or two people who might complain, because politicians, they normally don't give up in their own defeat. You hear one or two persons who want to crumble and want to say something. So we expect that we should set an appeal panel to resolve all issues that is being propelled by others who are not satisfied with the conduct. But I believe I know how good our party are good in resolving issues. By the grace of God, it will be out of hand.
The other time you told me that there was no parallel exercise in Plateau State, that the governor has been able to carry everyone along. Carrying everyone along, does it imply returning, all the former members of, or the executive members of the party? Don't you think that must have left some people enchanted about the process?
Well, as I said, you cannot get what you want at all the time, and you can never do it 100%. And human beings, be what they are, they always want to get their way. But as I speak with you, the stakeholders, the critical stakeholders on the platform, will tell you we don't have any parallel Congress on the platform. I'm a critical stakeholder on the platform, and I want to tell you authoritatively that His Excellency, Right Honorable Dr. Simon Bakola is a party man. He has been in government, he was the Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly for 8 years, and he has been governor. And you know that APC is one of the pillars, one of the founding members of APC, and he is one of those that are moving this APC to where we are today. So I believe he will not do such things. He has been with us, he has been carrying us together, and well, as you said, some people might come with their own grievances, but as I told you authoritatively, that they are faceless people.
I spoke to a member of your party on this same program yesterday, and he was magnanimous enough to let us know that with what has happened or what we saw yesterday at the various state congresses across the country, that it sort of exposed some form of weakness within the APC. Do you think the events of Saturday, the things that we saw, in a sense or in a manner, exposed some level of weakness in your APC ahead of 2023 general elections?
I told you, this APC is not a party that controls one state. This party controls the international scene. It controls the government of the federation. And a lot of people, I told you, are coming in. There are people who are coming into the party just for 2023 benefit. But I told you, whether you like it or not, you are bound to have one or two small problems that comes up. It's a very big party. It's a big party and it's a ruling party. What do you expect? For anybody to tell you that we have a Congress that there will be no complaining one way or the other, that person is not saying the truth.
Honorable, that's exactly my point.
It's a party that everybody is eager to come into the party.
That's exactly my
as much as possible, I know the leaders of the party will carry everybody along.
That's exactly my point to you. You went into a nationwide state congresses ahead of your planned national convention. We don't have a date for that yet. And we are seeing a lot of people, like you said, trooping into your party. They're coming in droves on a daily basis. You do not think that in itself can be the cause of some of these friction and conflicts that we now see emanating in your party?
Well, even in your family, if you are beginning to have a lot of incentives, a lot of things coming within the family, you expect some people to come up with their own grievances and what have you. But as I said, it's a process. We have started from the local government congresses, from the world congresses to the local government congresses, and we are here at the state congresses. No matter what you see that is happening, it's a matter of time. We are going to overcome it. Before the national convention, we'll give you a date for national convention. As I told you, we have a leader. The leader of the party, His Excellency, the President of this country. You know, he can, there will be nothing that we can never resolve in this party. It's a matter of time, as I said. The leadership of the party will resolve all these issues by the grace of God before the national convention.
How well have you been able, in Plateau State, been able to resolve issues that came out from the world and local government congresses?
I have had any problems on the issue of the world congresses and the local government congresses. I told you, His Excellency carried everybody along. Every stakeholder was allowed to go back to his work and come up with a consensus candidate to man the affairs of the world level. And all of us went back. Myself, as a member of House of Representatives, I went back to my work and I sat down with my stakeholders. We came up with the executive. So everybody went back to his, even His Excellency himself went back to his work. And at the end of the day, we went back to our various local governments. Some of the journalists were there with me, His Excellency, and other stakeholders. We went back to our local government. Me and His Excellency were from the same local government. We went back, we recently came up with a consensus, and the names of the local government exco came out, and everybody was satisfied. So for everybody to tell you we have any problem, on the issue of work and the local government congress, that's what I said. They are faceless people.
Now, but some people have
They are not
identified,
members of the party.
Honorable, some people have identified or are saying that a lot of the problems or conflict that we are seeing right now, even though you're trying to let me understand that everything is at peace in PDP in Plateau State, but the conflict of interest we are seeing has been dropped at the doorsteps of state governors, that they are becoming or they are getting very overbearing, too powerful. They want to have a control of the entire machinery of the party, and as such, they are trying to impose their own officers at the state level. How true is this? Do you think your state governors are trying to adapt the structure of the party?
I don't believe that the governors want to take control of the executive for their own personal benefit. It doesn't work like that. I always tell everybody that if you contest an election, you get office, and whoever is complaining at the government does not even know his word and the grassroots. For me, I don't believe anybody who comes up at the party expo is none of my business, as long as that person is a committed member of the party, as long as that person will work according to the constitution of the party. I don't have a problem. All we need to do is to go back to our various constituencies, to the grassroots, and mobilize people. That's the most important thing. Not yourself worried about expo member, expo here, expo there. Expo are meant to mind the affairs of the party and then to work according to the constitution of the party. So I don't believe that governors are working towards that.
Before I let you go, sir, I just want you to have an opportunity, one opportunity. If you have one opportunity, what are you going to tell your party at this time? Do you have anything to tell your party, maybe in form of an advice going forward?
No, as I said, my party leaders, and the issue of the little squabbles that is going on, I want to advise the National Working Committee to set up the appeal panel so that they will look into the issues. And I know that His Excellency, the President of this country, who is the party leader of this of our party, will work seriously to see we harmonize all these issues that is happening. And I want to advise that each and every person in the party should not look at the governors as wanting to manipulate the process to their own interests. For me, if you work well as a representative of the people, I need to get back to my people. If I represent them well, I don't think anybody can stop me from getting what I want. And also, let us not be talking about elective position going back to our various positions. I want to advise, leaving a legacy that you will be adjourned and be judged positively after you leave office is one of the most important things. We shouldn't be thinking of getting an elected or re-election and whatever. The most important thing, are we done well? Have we fulfilled the promises that we made during our electionary campaign? That's the most important thing that we need to do.
Honorable, do you think your party APC has met with those election promises you made in 2015 and 2019?
Very well. I can speak for myself. I can speak for myself that I have done tremendously well in my constituency. And you can put on any of your investigation. You get to know exactly who am I and what I have done to the people. That is expected of all the elected representatives. I cannot speak of anybody. His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, has done well. You could go everywhere in the nooks and crannies of this of Plateau State. You see the legacy projects, you see projects all over, and relatively the peace that we have gotten on the Plateau State from 2015 up to date. Yes, people say we have one or two issues. Even in the developed countries, there are issues that will come like that. But we must have to give kudos to His Excellency for the issue of security on the Plateau.
Thank you so very much for joining us on the program, Honorable Alphonsus Komsol. Thank you so very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome.